I feel like I should start this video by saying I'm sorry to you and your wallets, but I am back with more upcoming games for the Nintendo Switch I'm really looking forward to. This time though of the cozy variety, which we love on this channel. Not all these games have definite release dates though as of the time that I'm filming, but if anything changes I will try to update you in future videos. So feel free to stick around and subscribe. By the way, if you're new here, hey, my name is Kat, welcome to the channel, and these are my personal favorites as of right now, so if there are certain games that you might be looking for, please leave it in the comments below so that I and our other cozy gamer friends can check it out with you. In no particular order, our first game is Baldo the Guardian Owls, and it was first introduced back in early 2020 at the Nintendo Indie World Showcase. It immediately stood out to me because of the Studio Ghibli-esque design and Legend of Zelda gameplay. It doesn't have a set release date as of the time I'm filming, but what we know is that it's an action-adventure RPG where you explore new towns, battle monsters, discover temples, and collect objects to help you along the way. It will also have a lot of puzzle solving and dungeon crawling, so if that all sounds like something you might enjoy from previous games that you've played, then Baldo might be something you should watch out for. Speaking of Studio Ghibli art style, Ni no Kuni 2: The Revenant Kingdom was just announced recently. It's coming to the Switch on September 17th of this year, and they've made it the Prince Edition, which includes 2 of the DLC packs. We've played and loved the first Ni no Kuni on the Switch, which you can see me talk a little bit about on one of my cozy game videos, but now we can finally experience the second game on our favorite console after first being released in 2018 on the PC and PS4. Ni no Kuni is known for the Ghibli graphics and story that feels like you're playing through one of their classic and heartfelt films. Ni no Kuni 2 is an adventure RPG with real-time combat following a young prince and his journey to reclaim his throne. Coming out sometime this year is a game about a bear and a bed and breakfast called Bear and Breakfast. This adventure game with management elements will have you find an abandoned shack and turn it into a money-making opportunity for unsuspecting tourists with your friends. As you progress through the game, you discover a deeper plot about the wilderness, which you must learn more about and resolve. The art style and world in this game definitely reminds me a little bit of Cozy Grove, which is one of my current favorites right now, so Bear and Breakfast is definitely a game I'm keeping a close eye on. Are you hopelessly obsessed with Stardew Valley and find yourself wanting to play more similar games with the same charm and addicting gameplay? Look no more. Eastward is coming out from the same publisher and developer of our beloved Stardew Valley, a post-apocalyptic pixel art style RPG about a miner named John who finds a little girl named Sam deep underground in a secret facility. This game will have you traversing through broken cities and encountering strange monsters and people along the way as you help the little girl find where she belongs. This was actually first announced all the way back in 2018, and when I tell you I've had my eye on this for the longest time, I mean, look at it. I really hope we don't have to wait much longer for this game, but I think from what we've seen so far, once it is out, the wait would have been worth it. Garden Story turns our favorite farming and life sims into an adventure about grapes. You play as Concord, the youngest grape in the land, and you've been appointed as the newest guardian of the grove. You're tasked with restoring the island by fighting away rot, rebuilding your home, helping out other inhabitants, and more. There is a lot of work to be done by little Concord, but the game also does emphasize taking your time to enjoy the lush and cozy environment in their world. It comes out sometime this year. Little Witch in the Woods is another beautiful pixel art style life sim similar to Stardew Valley, but instead of farm life, make it witch life. You are a young witch named Ellie, and you must learn what being a witch is all about. Gather ingredients for your potions and other crafting, study magical creatures, fish, make friends, and so on. The release date for this game has seemingly been pushed a couple times already from what I've seen online. The first target was late 2020, then 2021, but I found another article saying 2022, so I'm not 100% sure right now when it'll actually be releasing, but I'm still hoping 2021. If not though, I will be sure to keep you guys posted somewhere below. Minako's Night Market is about a girl named Minako who runs a night market. I love how simple and straightforward these game titles are, don't you? This game is described as a narrative-driven social simulation adventure game that celebrates Japanese culture. You've just recently moved into your new home that happens to be in a struggling village, and you become responsible for restoring it to its former glory as you juggle your other responsibilities. Complete jobs, go on quests, solve puzzles, play a variety of mini games. There seems to be a lot of fun to be had with this game if you're into this genre, and it is coming out sometime this year. Coral Island is a Kickstarter project that I've been watching for a while. They actually achieved their goal in under 36 hours, which is incredibly impressive, but also they just unlocked their stretch goal of porting it over to the Nintendo Switch early this year. I love playing this genre of games on a handheld because it's so perfect for a cozy gaming session. This game is a reimagining of our favorite farming life classics where you grow crops, nurture animals, mine, and fish to create your dream farm. Of course, you may also befriend the townspeople of Coral Island and find the man or woman of your dreams to complete your island life. The Kickstarter page shows an estimated delivery date of June this year, so I'm really excited for this one. Roots of Pacha brings all the familiar gameplay and mechanics of other farming sims, but with a twist. This game transports you back to the Stone Age where you've just settled onto promised land with your clan, and to further develop this land and thrive, you must explore, gather, farm, fish, mine, craft, and foster relationships, but most importantly discover the mysteries of Mother Nature, also known as Pacha. I'm actually really eager to try out this game as someone who is obviously really into farming life type of games. Since the Game Boy Advance days of Harvest Moon, I always welcome an innovative take to the genre to mix things up and keep it fresh. I somehow never thought of putting together farming, sim, and Stone Age, but here we are and I'm really into it so far. Coming out sometime this summer is Haven Park, which according to the creators were inspired by games like A Short Hike and Animal Crossing. You play as Flint, a little bird that has to tend to his grandma's park as she's no longer able to take care of it herself. As with similar games in the genre, you basically have to repair the park and its facilities yourself, so you can get it back up and running again the way it used to. Gather resources to craft and build what you need along the way, level up your skills, meet different campers, and work on little campaigns to keep them happy. The atmosphere in this game seems so cozy, and the gameplay from what I've seen so far is really relaxing. This is another one I'm actually really excited for. I mean, I'd love to play all of these eventually, but my backlog isn't very happy with me right now. Last but certainly not the least, at least for me, it's technically my 11th pick in this video, but I thought that it would be fun to include it so we can keep an eye out together. It's another witchy game called Witchbrook, but we don't know a date or platform or release or even a trailer yet, but what we do know is that it's coming again from one of our favorite publishers, Chucklefish, who created Stardew Valley. So I think that alone speaks for itself. Maybe I'm a bit biased, but I think many of us can agree that a game attached to this developer will probably be another cozy masterpiece. At least again in my opinion. I'm just the type of person to generally enjoy other games made by the same devs of whatever game I end up liking. Anyway, this game is also a life management sim about a witch in training. You're on the road to graduating to become a full-fledged witch, and you uncover your school's mysteries along the way as you master your abilities, fish, grow crops, make friends, and more. You can sign up on the official Witchbrook website if you're interested in future updates. So many games and so little time. I already had a lot of trouble narrowing it down to just these 10 or 11 technically, but we are getting really spoiled this year with all these releases and I can't complain. Let me know if any of these are on your radar as well, or if you have other recommendations, please leave it down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video if you like this video, and as always, have a beautiful day and I will see you next time.